guys, what's going on? Just coming back here to do a video response real quick. This is for a contest that Planetbierwagen is having right now where he's asking about people's Amazon wish list. I'm not using the camera I used last time, even though it's got kind of similar video quality. I am actually using my laptop. So I was just going to say that I'm going to try to do more videos like this where you can see, my shelf in the background while I still have it up before I have to take it down and move it. But this hopefully will have a little better quality next time I sit down to do this. This time I'm going to talk about my Amazon wish list. He was asking about some of the items that were in your wish list. I have quite a few items in my wish list, and a lot of them have been there for almost 10 years, some of them. A lot of them are actually items I'm not planning on necessarily buying. I'm just kind of keeping track of them for whatever reason. And some of the things I do have in my wish list I wanted to note here. And I'm just going to highlight a few of the things. One of the things that I'm going to be talking about is an item I've had on my wish list like 3 times. I've debated on whether or not I should buy it, and ultimately I've given up a couple of times thinking I shouldn't buy it because of the price. And I will have to look to see the exact name here. It is called The Complete X-Files Behind the Series, The Myths and the Movies. There are a couple of versions of this book, but the version that I was wanting to get, and I've been hoping to get one of these days, comes in like what they call a Blackwell Deluxe, clamshell and all these things. It's got a couple of extra like photographs of David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson, and it's got a signature, I believe, by Chris Carter. I'm not for sure, but it does have an autograph. Not a whole lot of information about this book out there. You can find it in several places, but they all use the exact same stock photo, which I'll show here. This stock photo shows kind of like the outside clamshell, and I'm assuming on the inside it's the same kind of hardcover book that you see in a lot of places as like just the $25 book or whatever. And then the extra items are kind of stored inside there as well. I've always thought that was a cool item, but at being over $100, I just really can't justify getting that. The next thing I want to talk about is an item that isn't exactly on my wish list. I would love to put it on my wish list if it was available on Amazon, and I'm assuming it will be at some point. A lot of these kind of promotional limited edition items that are exclusive to places outside of Amazon eventually kind of trickle in as sellers get their hands on them, and some of those professional pro sellers are able to create listings in Amazon, and eventually they all kind of show up. But the item I'm talking about is the Innkeeper Gatefold, as it's called, or the limited edition set. It's often compared to a vinyl record as far as like the way it opens up, and I'll show a picture here what I can find of it. There's very little pictures on the internet. Here's a few pictures, a couple of them. What it does is it opens up sort of like what you would call a gatefold laserdisc. That's the way I think of it. Vinyl records did that before laserdiscs, but being a movie and me being a movie fan growing up with laserdiscs, that's what I think of when I see it. And then you'll see that the disc actually is lodged into kind of like the picture there towards the end, in the background picture inside of it. It's a really, really cool limited edition of Innkeepers, and the disc is a Blu-ray. Film Fan Pete did a review of this. He got one of these as a promotional items from Dark Sky Pictures or Dark Sky Films. I would love to get my hands on one of these just because I'm a Laserdisc fan and I like that movie a lot. Ty West is awesome. He did a VHS promo for House of the Devil, so it's kind of cool that he's doing something more like a vinyl record or a Laserdisc. Those are the 2 items that I was looking forward to the most that are kind of like hard to find or a high-end items. The next item I'm going to be talking about is actually an item that hasn't come out yet, so I've been watching it for my wish list, but it's actually on Amazon CA. There's a lot of things that I put in my wish list over there, so technically this is an Amazon wish list, but it's Canadian Amazon. But there are some more of those limited edition steelbooks from Amazon CA coming out, and one of them they're going to do is Kick-Ass, which I think is cool, and they're doing one for, I think, Piranha 3D, they're doing one for Blow, and they're doing one for Limitless. So some of those movies are fairly new movies. I kind of like the idea that they're mixing it up and they're bringing some movies that came out just maybe a year or two ago. So that's one of the things I'm looking for is the Kick-Ass Steelbook from Amazon CA. That'll probably do it. There's probably more things I could list, but I think those three things are some of the coolest things that I've got in my list. I would definitely like to win because that $50 would go towards a lot of different things I could get on Amazon. But as far as wish list wise, if I could put $50 towards that X-Files book, that would almost like cut that in half. So if I had an opportunity to find that book out in the wild for 50 bucks or 60 bucks, I would definitely pick it up. So that's kind of the way I would be looking at it. So this is my video response to Travis. Congrats on everything you've been doing. I've been really appreciating that you're sticking with the daily videos. I really look forward to those every morning when I get up. I get on my phone while I'm getting ready for work and I see if you posted one the night before. I try not to miss any of them. So yeah, and if you guys for any reason haven't checked out Planetbierwagen, definitely do so. I will leave a link in the description below. Alrighty, you guys have a good day, and I will probably see you again pretty soon. I will talk to you later.